Lex Show Daily Rants. It's a Lex Studios production in collaboration with other partners and platform. The show inspired to promote open, thoughtful discussions on current topics that affect us in our daily lives. We maintain a zero-tolerance policy for discrimination, racism, bigotry, or emotional manipulation. We are encouraging viewers to set personal biases aside and put your emotions behind your screen. All opinions expressed on various topics does not intended to convey hate toward anyone or place. All our topics and conversations are designed to foster societal learning and growth through open-minded discussion. Viewers are encouraged to engage with a balanced perspective, supporting informed and open-minded dialogue at their own discretion. Lex Show Daily Rants. It's a Lex Studios production in collaboration with other partners and platform. The show inspired to promote open, thoughtful discussions on current topics that affect us in our daily lives. We maintain a zero-tolerance policy for discrimination, racism, bigotry, or emotional manipulation. We are encouraging viewers to set personal biases aside and put your emotions behind your screen. All opinions expressed on various topics does not intended to convey hate toward anyone or place. All our topics and conversations are designed to foster societal learning and growth through open-minded discussion. Viewers are encouraged to engage with a balanced perspective, supporting informed and open-minded dialogue at their own discretion.
Hi viewers, welcome to another episode of Daily Rant. My name is Lex. If you don't know me by now, shame on you. Shame on you. So before we begin today's production and presentation, please, I want you to kindly do me some favor. I'm not asking you to pay me any money. I'm not asking you to do anything. Just required to just do a favor. Just kindly subscribe. Click the subscribe button. Give me a follow. Give me a like. I'm gonna let you see all the information is gonna be showing up below, so you won't see you didn't have access to those information. All right. So be nice. Let's see if we can actually for the very first time and get a lot of people to go watch on YouTube. All right. So if you have never seen me before, my name is Lex, and I do a lot of talk, just common minister of common sense, because I seems to like it today, and we're missing it a lot. Initially, the title of today's live stream was going to be something different. Okay, I was going to talk about a lot of lies that we all grow up believing, but I said I was going to take a different route. So it's going to be a long live stream. So especially for my viewers on TikTok. In fact, you would do me a solid if you truly say you like Lex, like you say you like me. Okay. Today, as soon as you're watching, you're tapping on your phone. If you're at home, if you're in front of a computer, if you're in front of your TV, please, there's all information is scrolling down below there. Go and watch this live stream on the TV and the biggest screen. I promise you, it feels different. It looks different. You'll be able to enjoy it at the comfort of your own home. And then you can still watch it on your phone, and you can tap, you can comment, you can share the link, you can see all sort of things. Because as you can see, the title of the conversation today says emotional manipulators and other topics. And yes, I'm going to show you a little bit about it. But I want to start. I want to give you a good definition of what could be, and what type of people have this sort of mentality. So I'm going to ask you again one more time. If you truly say, excuse me, you like me, and you give me a follow, especially on TikTok, my TikTok viewers, the ones on Twitch, the ones on Kick. Soon we'll be going live too on Spotify. I have a Spotify account. If you're one of those people that you don't like to watch but you like to listen, you can actually listen to most of my show on Spotify. I'm actually going to tell the crew to actually put that information there. It's the same handle that's at Lexio. Lex Show, sorry. What am I even saying? Let me put it in the comment there for those who It's still the same thing. Nothing has changed yet. So if you truly want to enjoy the show today, before I start, I'm just going to ask you to, while you're watching on your TikTok, please turn on your screen, your TV at home, your laptop. If you're at work, you don't have to stay, but you can listen. Now, like I always say, one of the things that we struggle to do today is that we refuse to listen. We just want to talk to respond. We don't like to talk, listen, and comprehend, then we can respond. So I want to start today by talking about the real definition of what an emotional manipulator is. So that emotional manipulator could be your dad, could be your mom, could be your sister, could be your cousin, could be a lot of people in your life that you don't even know, or the people that are much more closer to you. Basically, they can emotionally manipulate you. As usual, my name is Lex. For the last couple of months now, I've been the minister of common sense, because it seems that we're lacking a lot of it. And when I say we're lacking it, I'm not talking about some alien who's coming out of space to come change your life or whatever mumbo jumbo you've been told all your life. I'm talking about the things you go through your everyday life. That it's only you that have to wear the cap, wear the shoe, wear everything. That same people that you see every day, those are the people that I'm referring to. When I was doing my live stream a couple of days ago, I said something along the line. I said, listen, we are literally going against each other as men and women and society in general that has nothing to do with animals at all. So we have the dominion over almost everything on the planet of this earth. So we control basically everything, right? So it's not some alien. It's just me and somebody that looks quite similar to me, but with some features that is not mine, if you know what I mean. Those are the people that we go back and forth with. It has completely nothing to do with anything else. Not the plants, not the animals, not the mineral resources that we have on the ground, on the sky, nothing. It's just me against you as a woman. So I'm going to play a couple of videos. Before then, I want to show you the title of what we're going to talk about today, so you have a better understanding. As you can see there, those are the things that we're going to talk about today. And all of these things, I promise you, they're things that I've really thought about very well. And as soon as we're talking about each one of them, I'm going to highlight the importance of it. And give me a second. You guys need to understand, I'm still trying to figure out how to put these things together. I have to be the producer, the executive director, the this, the that. I don't have anybody who's doing anything for me. I'm doing everything by myself. But you know what? I'm not here to cry me a river. That's something about me. I don't cry me a river a lot. You understand? That's something I don't really like to do. I don't like to cry me a river. But those are the things that we'll be talking about today. We'll get to it. Don't worry. Don't worry. I promise you'll be able to see it properly. But just have a little taste of what's coming. So I should just show you that. Moving on. So, if you've never seen me before, like I always say, please subscribe, follow. As you can see, it's a live stream. It's not some pre-recorded mumbo jumbo that you're about to hear. Okay? So, where were we? Let me move that. So the first title of the conversation I'm going to have with you today is basically, it's what you and I go through every day. Okay? Definition of emotional immaturity. Make sure I wear my glasses properly. Emotional immaturity. What does that mean? Who's influencing you? Who has a little more control over how you think, what you see, how you feel? I'm not going to waste too much of your time. Let me play the video I'm talking about. Shout out to the TikTok creator who will have this video, please. If you know who he is, please go and give him a follow. One thing that I need to start doing very often is that I've been proponent to do this, and I know a lot of content creators do this. I know a lot of people use my video to do their content. I get it, but I still want to give shout out when it's due. I hope the algorithm can hear my voice when I'm saying this. I'm giving shout out to those who own this video. They're not my videos, so I need to give them accolade. But I just want to give my 2 cents, because I come with common sense that it seems we don't seem to have it anymore. I know my live stream, especially from those of my viewers on TikTok, they get mad because I haven't bringing a lot of them in the chat box so we can go back and forth. But I think I just need to start creating just a tiny little separation. When I'm there, guys, I'm very open, I'm very welcome. I bring everybody in because I'm not trying to emotionally manipulate you. That's something I don't really like to do. But if you're watching on TikTok right now, do me a favor. While you're on your phone, but please turn on your TV and watch it on YouTube. The information is scrolling right underneath right there. You can see that. Type, subscribe, and follow. Bam. That's the only 3 things I ask for you. I'm not asking you to pay $1. For those who are my per subscribers on my TikTok page, those who pay their heart on $10, $20, $30 every day, they know they always have the best place in my heart. Always. Now, like I said, what's the title of the conversation today? As you can see right there. It's a definition of an emotion manipulator. But I want somebody to explain it because I'm going to say it. When a white man talks about emotion manipulation or anything to do with emotional acknowledgement, people tend to want to listen to it better, because if a black man says it, it goes one ear, it comes out the other one. But that's when it's going to start asking you, who's your doctor? Where's your certificate? Where did you go to university? What is this? What is that? Because society just makes it look like most of the time we're like black men, like we're fucking stupid, that we can't be smart enough to come up with to understand what emotion or what logic or what reasoning could be. So I'll let a white man says it. I'm not trying to be racial. I'm just speaking it, putting it on the bullseye, like they say, on the nail. I'm just trying to nail the authenticity of the idiocy. Look at legs. I should be a professor by now. But let me play what this man says. So maybe you'll have a better understanding, because once a white man says it, that is when we want to consume it. If anybody else says it, we don't want to consume it because it looks like the people are stupid. I don't want to waste your time. Where's my brother here? So this guy's going to give us a good explanation of what emotional manipulator could be. When people are trying to emotionally manipulate you.
6 signs someone is
and these are the things that you need to watch out for. Let's get it.
immature. Number 1, they get very defensive. 6 signs someone is emotionally immature. Number 1, they get very defensive. Even gentle feedback feels like an attack. They'll argue, shut down, or turn it back on you because protecting their image is more important than fixing the problem. Mature people know how to hear criticism without turning to defensiveness. Number 2, they deflect blame. Emotionally immature people don't take accountability. They twist the story, blame others, or change the subject because their ego can't handle being wrong. Emotionally mature people can say, "That one's on me," without collapsing under shame. Number 3, they guilt trip. They don't just ask for what they want. They make you feel bad until you give in. It's not about communication, it's about control. Emotionally mature people ask for what they need, clearly, calmly, and directly. Number 4, they're passive aggressive. They don't confront you head on. Instead, they leave a sarcastic comment, slam a cabinet, or just go cold. It's a way to express resentment without risking rejection. But emotionally mature people say what's wrong out loud. Number 5, they weaponize their emotions. Emotionally immature people cry, vent, or spiral not to connect, but to pressure. They use emotion to overwhelm you and get their way. Mature people still feel deeply, but they don't use emotion as a tactic. Number 6, they triangulate. They bring a third person into the conversation, someone to deliver messages, take sides, or soften the blow. It's a way to avoid discomfort, but emotional maturity means facing hard conversations directly, not outsourcing them.
Thank you, bro. I really appreciate it. And my comment about when a white man says or talks about emotion, I'm not actually insulting it. I'm actually speaking what is the general consensus knowledge. Because everything this man have said, and I can promise you, go and look at my catalog with all the videos that I posted on YouTube, TikTok, all the pages, Patreon, everything. I've mentioned all of these things this man said many times. And if you go to this man, there's thousands of people following because, I didn't know how to edit or whatever it is. But is it about editing content or actually what is being said? Everything this man said, I have said exactly the same thing. We not deep, you know. I don't take people like I serious because I'm not driving. You don't see me posting videos of me driving G-Wagon, BMW, or I'm not in some glasses looking like some naughty professor that you're fantasizing about fucking. Excuse my French. Look, again, one more time. This live streaming, it might be, please, anytime you see me in that mode, please put your cotton hole in your kids' ears in case if you're watching on YouTube, because it's going to be some really grown out shit I'm going to spit out today. And this goes to the situation where I've been banned a couple of times on TikTok because of some people say some certain things that I didn't even say. So I'm doing it again today. So TikTok, if you want to ban me, go ahead. I'm used to it now. I'm not surprised. But what I'm trying to say is that everything this man said, please, if you know who he is, go and follow him, give him a subscribe, because I like to promote when people are doing the right things. Everything this man said, I've said exactly the same thing. But now I am going to react it because one thing I was trying to teach people to do that I had to learn was when people talk, learn how to shut up your freaking mouth and open your eyes, open your ears, and open your mind so you can listen. When you listen, then you will comprehend. So you're not too rattled by emotions when you listen to some certain things. It's a foreign concept to a lot of people to know how to do. Because most of the time, a lot of people want to hear something. I've got. And they can't. People don't know how to comprehend. So I'm gonna play the video again. Every time he says something, I'll relate to you situations that I've said exactly the same thing. And I've get all kind of blowback because number one is because I'm a black man. I'm not being cry me a river here or some shit or trying to make you feel sympathy for me. I don't give a shit about your sympathy. I don't care. But I'm just saying this is the way we consume information. So, and me knowing that, I'm going to use it as a tool. Not come here telling you, blaming me. Oh, white man this, white man that. That's just stupid. It's very stupid. And I like to think that I'm stupid, but not as stupid as a lot of people can be. So let's listen to what you said again.
6 signs someone is emotionally immature. Number 1, they get very defensive.
That is the first incline you get to know when somebody is not very emotional, intelligent, or mature. No, let me give you intelligent, but you're not mature. See, maturity is like, it's not, you know, when you take a elastic band and you have to keep pulling it. That is, you have to be completely flexible enough for you to learn how to comprehend things. Don't just take things out of, then you go crazy. They get very defensive. Every little thing. How dare you talk to me like that? How dare you do this? Why do you do that? That's what they do. It's a very first sign of when somebody is not emotionally mature at all. Let's go.
Even gentle feedback feels like an attack. They'll argue, shut down, or turn it back on you because protecting their image is more important than fixing the problem.
Exactly. They want to protect the image because you've rattled the cage. And I've seen a lot of people, even women. Yes, I call you out. Some of you have the gumption. The way some of you would talk to me on my live stream, like you fucking pay my bills. Like you fucking put food on my table. And some men too will come want to try to show that how can you have any quorum of emotional intelligence at all if all you do is to find problem? You just go and look for problem by yourself. Then you get mad when somebody calls you out for it.
Mature people know how to hear criticism without turning to defensiveness.
That's another one again. A lot of people like this notion that because somebody criticizes you, you think it's coming from a place of hate. Why do I need to hate you to tell you that you're doing something wrong that is detrimental to you? As much as, you know, all the wooby gypsy is, oh, we all connected. Yeah, we kind of connected. We are kind of connected because just because you had a really shit day, now you're going to ruin my day because your day is shit. Then you want me to take it because your day is ruined. I need to understand that as long as your day is ruined, I shouldn't be happy. So you're going to hold me accountable for your day being ruined. That has nothing to do with me. Then you turn around and you say that I am not emotionally intelligent or mature enough for you. You have to be out of your mind.
2, they deflect blame.
Hey, that one is notorious. You will see grown adults can't wait to point the finger at other people. One of them, the older I got, the more I end up realizing is that this is why we're so easily manipulated. We are so easily manipulated. You can come here, you can watch this video. Men are always gonna cheat. Men are always gonna break your heart. Oh, ladies are always gonna do it. But you yourself as a man, you've never fucking one day try to just ask yourself that. Why am I deflecting? Have you ever looked inward before? We are not, see, this society, we're not going against some aliens or some whatever it is. We're literally going against each other every day. There's no third party here. It's just me and you. Your wants, your needs, and your desires, same as mine. My wants, my need, and my desires. That's a fundamental difference between us.
Emotionally immature people don't take accountability. They twist the story, blame others, or change the subject.
That's it. They will twist the story, twist the situation. They will twist it as much as they can. They will blame others. They will make sure that in that story, they will never find a way to hold themselves accountable. Ladies, are you hearing that? And it's kind of sweet and great because I have some videos that is going to show this thing I'm talking about. Then you truly understand. This is not coming from a place of hate. So if you want to be emotionally rage and triggered because you're watching me, maybe you're live right now on this live stream, or maybe you're going to watch this video later. I say, here goes the black man and turning people. It shows that you didn't get the point. Because we've tried to tell you guys calmly, it's a problem. We're trying to raise our voice, it's a problem. If we don't talk about it, it's a problem. If we talk about it, it's a problem. When we're trying to point the fingers, it's a problem. When we don't point the fingers, you want to say, oh, why don't you go and talk to the men? Then when we talk to the men, say, oh, why don't you go and talk to the women? We do the same thing over and over and over and over again. Then we're expecting a different result. We are not. Just imagine. Imagine, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, papa, mama, grown up and grown ups. Imagine in this world that we live in today, there's a third party creature that's men, women, and something else. Do you think we would have evolved to where we are today? We could have been evolved because when two people do things, you find the third person to blame. This imaginary person that we always like to blame on everything but ourselves. It's laughable. It is extremely laughable. And I'm grateful I'm at this point in my life that I keep learning every day. And I keep learning new things every day about people. I'm trying to make this show a family show tonight, but I don't think it's going to be a family show. Let's continue.
Because their ego can't handle being wrong. Emotionally mature people can say, that one's on me, without collapsing under shame.
It makes me laugh. One thing I've said many times is, as men, and I'll speak for who I come from, where I come from. All right? For instance, now, if you don't know what's going on in America, there was a riot in LA. And I was looking at the Instagram, the TikToks, everything, and I've seen a lot of African Americans say, we're sitting this one out. And you start listening to everything, the reasons for all of them. And I'm saying, it's beginning to make a lot of sense now. Why that place is like, I digress. But that's what they do. They will blame every other person for the problem. You think, well, Lex, what does it have to do with LA and riot? I'll tell you later.
3, they guilt trip. They don't just ask for what they want. They make you feel bad until you give in. It's not about communication, it's about control. Emotionally mature people ask for what they need, clearly, calmly, and directly. Number 4.
Well, there are a lot of men who are completely, fabulously, like, they've never had any kind of training or upbringing in their life. And I blame men for this one. Yes, when I use the word blame, it's not like, oh, I blame him for everything that happens in my life. No, I blame him because you should have, these are part of the things you need to teach me. I need to know as a boy, growing up. Hopefully you have a father around in your life. Like I've said religiously so many times that we need fathers at home. We need relationship where boys can have someone as a father figure in their life that can direct them, that can let them know a lot of things. Okay? Here's the reason why I know a lot of people trying to make me the monster that I don't like single moms, which is kind of laughable. Because this conversation we're talking about right now, I've been dealing about it with the last couple of weeks now with some grown up baby child of a man. I'm talking about a grown up baby child of a man, who will take something that I say out of context, will take it and go and misquote what I said, and even to the point will record my voice, record the conversation I have with him in private. He will go and now play, then now twist words and say that I don't like single moms because of it. This is not some baby. I'm talking about a grown man, a functioning grown-up adult. It shows me that he has nothing here in his brain. Nothing. Mere that. Kaboosh. Nothing. And you expect this man to show any kind of respect to anyone? Well, if he doesn't even respect me as a man, how do you think he's going to respect you as a woman? You gotta think about it. If a guy could go as low as take your personal conversation, take it out to the world because you want people to come and switch up and watch him talk about somebody that doesn't talk about him or doesn't know who he is or doesn't give a shit who he is. These are the people that we bring into our lives. And you expect them to be emotionally intelligent? How? Where?
Passive aggressive. They don't confront you head on. Instead, they leave a sarcastic comment, slam a cabinet, or just go cold. It's a way to express resentment without risking rejection.
Exactly. So this is not just only things that women do. Men do it just exactly the same. I know there's a lot of time that a lot of people always say that they want men to be a certain way, to do certain things and this and that. I get it. 100% ladies, I get it. Because you're looking for someone to take the lead, because society have trained us to understand it. Sometimes some women can be good leaders, but they're like especially in 2025. So whatever I'm saying right now, if you're getting mad and getting offended about it, then you're not getting the message because you're just responding to what I say. You are not comprehending. Like my Hispanic brothers and sisters say, "Are you comprende? Are you comprende?" Because you have to comprehend before you can respond. Because we have a lot of grown-up adults who they're still babies in their freaking head. They haven't grown up at all. They are still a baby. Literally with their emotion, they have an emotion of a 5 of a 6-year-old toddler. That is the kind of people that we have. They literally have an emotional capacity of a 5 of a 6-year-old toddler. And you have to deal with that when somebody is kind of a little bit mentally, away from how you think. How do you think they're going to be able to reason with you? People like this, they don't reason.
Emotionally mature people say what's wrong out loud. Number 5, they weaponize their emotions. Emotionally immature people cry, vent, or spiral not to connect, but to pressure. They use emotion to overwhelm you and get their way. Mature people still feel deeply, but they don't use emotion as a tactic.
Yeah, like I said, all the shit I've been dealing with. These individuals, they will go pack themselves and they will use it to they forward a lot of emotion. They will trigger emotion in a lot of people. Then they will get themselves in a group and they will talk about how they're gonna take someone down. I swear to God, it makes me laugh. I'm talking about a grown-up adult. A grown-up adult that would manipulate other people's emotion to get his own way. Okay? You will manipulate other people to get what you want from them. Could be work, could be friends, could be relationship, could be father, could be son, could be... People will literally manipulate you emotionally to get what they want. To get what they want from you. This is the things that we do to ourselves every freaking day. This is why we're easily lied to, we're easily manipulated, we're easily controlled.
Number 6, they triangulate. They bring a third person into the conversation, someone to deliver messages, take sides, or soften the blow.
Yes, I went through it too. They will pick a side, take a side, take a side, take a side, follow this, follow that, before you know, they smash together. Oh, yeah, you heard what you said that time? Oh, no, I heard what you said this. Oh, I heard when she did this. Oh, I heard when she did that. These are the things that we do every day. This is why I call them grown-up babies. They're grown up, but they're still baby in their head. So I don't even waste my energy with. Once I start seeing you behaving like a toddler, I don't even. I will. The way I observe you, the way I look at you, is just gonna completely change. Because it shows me that you haven't grown yet. It shows me you haven't really grown. It shows me where your level of comprehension is. And I don't judge you. It is what it is for you, but it is not what it is for me, because I have the tendency for me to understand where I'm not going to allow you to hold my emotion as an hostage. You got to understand, there's some people, they're emotional pirates. They like to go find people who get really rattled emotionally so they can manipulate them.
It's a way to avoid discomfort, but emotional maturity means facing hard conversations directly, not outsourcing them.
You see, I'll leave it at that. Because that is something I don't do. You would never see me go bring a lot of people to, so that we can. Why? What for? If I have problem with you, and I will say this clearly, point and blank, take it as whatever it is. I don't give a shit. One thing I've realized is that we have a lot of men, they're freaking cowards. I mean, they're professional cowards. Because professionally, the currency for them is the emotional trigger that they get. You go gang up people so they can talk about them. And you're a fucking grown ass man, and you waste your time talking about another man and what the fuck he's doing. Saying things along the line, you like to be a celebrity and some shit. Bro, we don't shit and piss in the same pot. You can't clean my ass, and I ain't cleaning your ass either. So get off my dick. Huh? Get off my dick. Stop riding my dick. What for? Go and do your life. Go and do whatever the fuck you want to do. You don't fucking pay my bills. You don't buy food for me. And I've said this the most respectful that I can say it, because I'm just trying to hold my tongue. This is why sometimes some people think, I'm telling you, my tongue cuts is cut way more than a knife. I've never seen in my life when you see a grown ass man wanna be out. Fuck it, let me just say it, bro. Listen, you know who you are. All right? Because I've been very quiet. And this is why I say I know a lot of women that you guys are so fucking idiots sometimes. When I say an idiot, I call you an idiot because you're an idiot. You just don't read between the line. You will entertain a man that he will emotionally trigger and charge you to go against someone because he wants to fuck you. He just wants to fuck. He cannot go to another culture for them to want to fuck him, because they don't even, it's not even the same stratosphere. They will use that emotion to trigger you, to make you feel a certain way, then you feel relaxed, feel welcome. So the guy can finally slide into you and fuck you, then you can turn you against and go against another man because the man doesn't like him, or because he doesn't like the guy. I've been trying to be quiet for a very long time, but I've just choose to be quiet. Man, bro, get off my dick, man. No Diddy here, no Diddy at all. I don't do no Diddy shit. So crop that, send it to him, let him watch it, then let him get on TikTok again and put up a video, put up a message about me so they can go talk about it again. Mind you, this is the same grown-ass man that created This is how stupid it is. They went to create a TikTok, a WhatsApp group. They took the conversation from live streaming and they create a WhatsApp group so they can talk about me. And they want to create I forget English context, something along the line. They will come together and go report me to TikTok to have me banned, because these are the sort of emotional manipulators that we have. So ladies, I do agree with you. There's some men, they haven't grown up at all. They are still fucking babies in their head. They haven't grown up one day, because their life is nothing but full of manipulation. They know how to manipulate other people. They'll manipulate them to get into their pants. You know, fellas, one of the most coward's thing that we do today is that we know the game is the game. If you know how to play the game, if you want to be out there in the streets, if you just want to sleep around, that's completely fine. There's a lot of women who will sleep with you if you have the game, if you have the swagger. Or if you don't, like I know some people, it's the money they're going to use. They're going to show money like they have money, they're living large, and you fall for it. Then when it's done with you, jump on another carousel, you go and don't do it to the same thing to another person. You understand? You understand? This is what I talk about. So it just gets to the point whereby there are a lot of men out there, this is what they do. Because they don't have the game. But it's all good. It's nice. Some of them is talking all shit again on my on the live stream chat. Oh, you can say whatever you want to say. You think I'm not losing any sleep over you at all. I'm not. You understand? I'm not. But moving forward, I want us to be watchful of the kind of people that will live into our lives. Because we have a lot of people, they're nothing but, I call them emotional pirates. They just want to take your emotion so they can manipulate it over you. That's it. That's what it is. Now let's go to the next conversation we're going to have today. So, finally, we have some ladies who will start speaking the truth. Because if there's anything that I've observed about this situation that we have here, there is a lot of, with all this DD trial, it made me realize something. Another reason why we get told a lot of lies. We've been fed so much lies. And ladies, this is it. So you remember what the topic I just talked about in terms of how people are going to follow your emotion to use it to manipulate you. But I want this woman to say it. So you can tell me if she's lying or if she's not. Because if I say exactly the same thing, I am not authorized to talk about it. But I want the woman to say it so it can speak much more louder to your ears, and you can know that it's coming from a pure place of I give you shit, like they say. Let's have it.
Knowledge now, but in case
let's go back.
I think this might be more public knowledge now, but in case you don't know, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Most of those Instagram models you see, they're actually just high-end. And this isn't like a conspiracy theory. This is a real thing. I first heard about this all the way back in 2017 because there was a website called Tag the Sponsor. I don't know if that's still a thing, but when you see these Instagram models living these lavish lifestyles and you wonder how they can afford it, they can't. Someone's paying for it all in exchange for, and not just doing, I mean, doing some of the craziest shit you can imagine. Like, it goes beyond just kinky. I mean, the absolute most degrading things you can think of. I can't even say it on here because this video will get taken down. But you can Google it if you're curious. This is especially common in Dubai. The biggest dead giveaway is when you see these girls traveling first class Emirates to Dubai. Dubai is where a lot of these things happen because they have a lot of money over there and there's a lot of powerful men. I promise you, these Instagram girls are not making enough money on their own to be able to afford this kind of travel. There's also yachting. When you see girls who are constantly out on yachts or private jets, A lot of times, it's because these millionaires or billionaires are actually paying them to be there and paying them for many, many other things besides just their presence. And apparently, even a lot of celebrities and influencers do this too. I guess you can question if this is morally wrong because they're consenting to it and it's their body. So who am I to tell them what they should or shouldn't do? But I think what's wrong is selling this lifestyle as if it's something they could achieve on their own. Squirting is incredibly common in many, many places, way more common than you think. And they make a lot of money. This is why you can't really trust what you see on social media, and you should never compare yourself to the girls you see online. You shouldn't be jealous of the people you see living your dream life because there's potentially a lot of nightmare stuff happening behind the scenes that you don't know about.
Oh my goodness. I said this a couple of months ago. I said sooner or later, a lot of things are going to start happening. So shout out to this woman. Please go and give her a subscribe, give her a follow. Please. That's something I like to do. I like to let people, give them the flowers when it's necessary. So please shout out to her for telling the truth. You see, even though every scripture, every knowledge that we've ever managed to keep, that it still exists, because I'm one of those people. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but what I can see from the nature of how we are as human beings, that I think I'm beginning to believe that there might be a couple of civilizations that has existed before and just wiped away. Because if we can do this to ourselves in 2025, do you know the sort of things that have happened before in the past? It's still not a justification, but you expect after a lengthy period of thousands of years that we've existed on this planet, that a lot of things would have changed, but nah, it's still the same old same shit. There is no third vampire or third aliens that is going after you and I. It's the same shit. It's just me and you. Our wants, our needs are completely different. So we bump head. Okay? This is it. So this lady is talking about, I've been hearing about what IG models do in Dubai. It's been about 5 years. They do all kind of things. Then you as a girl, and let me say this with all due respect. Now, don't say anything about your dad. Don't say anything about your mom. Don't say anything about your circumstances just yet. Wait. I want you to ask yourself, if I'm sitting in front of a scooter that is driving at 10 or 20 kilometers per hour, and if I tell you to jump into it, would you jump? I promise most of the times, Alex, are you trying to hurt me? So you will not jump. I'm going to be controversial a little bit because this is what makes people trend and people go viral. I know this might get a lot of women mad. Remember what we talked about at the start of the show? Remember? You listen and you don't judge. You come with an open mind for you to not take things personal, but for you to comprehend what's been said and why it's been said and what is the context behind it. You want to tell me all these girls that was a Diddy or no Diddy that they go, you telling me that Diddy went to them, picked them up in the hand and dragged them into his own home so he can do all kind of experiments with them. Is that what you're telling me? Just think about that for a second. So, you want to tell me Diddy, the famous guy, the most famous guy in the world right now, or infamous, whatever one you want to call it. You want to tell me when he met you as a woman, he hold your hand and drag you to his own home so he can perform experiment with you. Do we just find out of recent that even though 50 Cent's baby mama, she won the same carousel. Then this woman, they'll post all kind of pictures, all kind of these, I'm going and flying, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And you as a girl, that maybe you're not as beautiful as she is, or you're not as presentable as she is, you fantasize about, imagine me living this lifestyle. Oh, that's so great, I can't wait, I love it. Then you strive to be it. Then you end up selling your morality for $10,000 a month. Then when shit hit the fence, then you turn around and point a finger at the same man who was paying you for you to live that lifestyle. This is why I said on my live stream a few days ago, I said, man, if you're still on OnlyFans, you have some serious problem that you actually need to go get help, wherever you're going to get help from. Because I'm not some sex doctors. These are the women that every people glorify every day. These so-called IG models. Listen, what you can tell, I don't know how the freaking algorithm works, and I don't want to know. I don't give a shit. When I scroll my phone, I see nothing but nyash. All kind of sizes, small, big, Asian, Middle Eastern, white, black, nyash, 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 nyash. That is the only thing I see on my page. People used to tease me, Lex, don't you know? I said, I don't know how this technology works. I don't know. So maybe if you watch something one time, the algorithm will begin to bring you the same thing again. I don't give a shit. Why can't he show me something else? How can he show me how to genuinely actually make money? Even when I search for the same topic, after 1 or 2 hours, you see the nyash will come up again. It's sex. Sex has been projected in our eyes every day, every time. Everything is sex. Every sex. Every day. You understand? Sex every day. That is the thing that's been projected on a lot of our eyes, both men and women. You gotta start asking yourself this other question again. That who is projecting this on us? Why is it that we can't get every other thing that is more beneficial to our lives? How come we're not getting all this other vital information that will keep us healthy, safe, and alive? How come we're not getting it? How come the only thing we see is anything that's gonna give us the notion that we need to downgrade our morality for us to make some money? So don't turn around and cry me a river that these girls were coerced into Didi's house. It's called the love of money. Because a girl like that flaunt or IG, whatever it is, she's telling a lot of thousands of girls that they rather go sell their bucks to make money. So let me break this down to the little reasoning that I have in my head. I'm not that intelligent. I've never come and tell you that I'm some professor or some shit. Yes, I do joke a lot about a lot of things, but damn it. Just ask yourself this question. As a girl, say you're an average looking woman. I don't want to say a girl. As an average looking woman, you project yourself, you see this IG model, they look a certain way, they present themselves a certain way, and you fantasize that you want to be in their life. The first question I need to ask you, are you willing to do what they did to get them where they are? Because if they start telling exactly what they do or what they have to do for them to get the kind of resources that they expose themselves to, are you ready to do? Are you genuinely ready to go that far? So that is the difference between an IG model and a girl that works 9 to 5, or a girl that work 10, 12, 13 hours, depends on the shift. And this is why those women seems a little more respectable and more valuable in the society. It's because it seems that one is working really hard and the other one is just opening her legs to whoever is going to pay the highest bidder. Then later down the line, you get to the point in your life, you say you don't like it when people shame and shame women about this and shame women about that. At the same time, to women too, we have some fault to be in this, because we patronize this environment. Because we're too stupid in ourselves to value the real core value of what we should look for in a woman. But we glorify, we want a woman as the IG model. Do you know generally throughout the world, do you know how many people that when you see them, you just lose your breath because damn it, they're damn beautiful or they're damn handsome? There are very few people in the world who are. Genetically, we are not designed to look as beautiful as that. All of us are supposed to look average in general. That is what we're supposed to be. There are very few normally whereby you look extremely presentable. It is not the norm. And the most beautiful people in the world are not yet to be born, like they say. We are not designed to look as beautiful as we think. Everybody was supposed to look just an average. Genetically, we are not supposed to look good. Listen, it's gonna take multiple of DNA combined together with all kind of faces before you find someone you just look at. Damn, you're just beautiful. Damn, you're just hot. Damn, you're this. Damn, you're that. We are not designed. We're not created to look beautiful and handsome and oh God, it's just so gorgeous. It's just from this from Zeus himself. Zeus great. Oh, it's hard. I was watching this video the other day and I saw this guy. He's some American guy. He's about 6'9" tall. I swear to God, I was just laughing in the car. This guy doesn't say nothing. Girls will literally walk up to him and he would just hand off his phone and just put his number. Do you know how many girls that guy has slept with? Do you know how many guys that guy has? Women fantasize on that guy. That guy is an anomaly. But that is the guy that most girls today would prefer. I saw a study that shows that women actually, for short-term dating, they like guys who go to the gym or look good, fit and But for a long-term relationship partner, preferably, they prefer a guy who is a little chubby because they feel like it's more fatherly. And you know me there, I'm one of those people that I don't believe in so much mumbo-jumbo statistics. It pisses me off. Because I can tell you today, I started the statistics and this is what I found. But yeah, you can't get the names of those people that give you those surveys. But in saying this is that this IG model, I've been hearing this for years. If you hear some of the things that women do, so-called the IG models, they travel to all these countries. Even you as a mother, you would tell your daughter to stay the freaking away from those things. But yet, I am the one who is bad because I'm highlighting these things to you. You are the emotional manipulator, not me. Because I refuse to allow you to emotionally manipulate me for something that is not a theory. It's a fact. Some of the most disgusting things I've ever heard in my life women do is in Dubai. And this same woman will post a picture, clean up, where all these things showed nothing but their VJJ outside and their big loaded nyash outside. That is the only thing that you see. Then you turn around and tell me that isn't all men want to date IG models with big nyash? Really? Are you think we're that dumb? Maybe the ones that slide into your DMs because they want to fuck you. Maybe those ones though. Like you get to a point really, you start separating the sheep from the goats. Because some people they're goats and some people they're sheep. It's an insult for. I know we generalize in terms of when we generalize, but at the same time, it's this consensus belief that we men, we only want women with big nyash. Nah, it needs to have big nyash. Really? Really? If you're enjoying this program right now, please do me a follow. If you're watching on TikTok, please tap, comment, and watch it on YouTube too. It's better. The setup is much more better because on TikTok, it's quite low. I don't have a graphic designer. I have to design everything. Everything you see on the screen is done by me. Hashtag me. I have to learn how to do it. So please tap, comment, share the link with your friends. Because we're going somewhere today. I told you it's going to be a long stream. I haven't done this in a while. All right. So I want this to be like a weekend thing. You can sit back when Lex is going around. And soon I'm going to start bringing people here. It's not going to be just me alone. It's going to be me and a few other people going to be here moving forward. That way I can give you like a proper display of what we're talking about every day. So if you like this show, please share, comment you on YouTube, comment on Twitch and Kick, TikTok. Soon we're gonna be on Spotify. There's a Spotify already, making it happening. There's a videos there already you can watch, but soon we're gonna be able to stream live on Spotify too. So you can just listen on the car when you're traveling or whatever it is. Because I'm gonna give you that they call it cocaine truth. Because we need a little dose of it. Because me personally, I'm tired of living my life based on a lie. There's so much lies that we live our life on, and I don't want to keep doing it. So be real with me, and I'll be real with you. Moving on. Somebody is telling me on the YouTube comment section said that there's a lot of cursing. I'm sorry. Listen, there's no Jehovah. There's no Jesus. Jesus is not coming from the sky right now. Why would he want to come here right now? Why? Please leave me alone with cursing. I can curse when I want to curse. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm just expressing my point. I'm passionate. Bite me. Moving forward. Now, ladies, I got another one for you again. This one should show you that, I've said this before. And when I talked about this before, people thought I was hating. So, I want to tell you what this lady said. So, I want her to say it with her own mouth. So, it doesn't look like I'm putting things in her mouth. The B2 movement about, and ladies, listen. This is actually not an attack or towards women or anything. Wait, don't push back. Please, ladies, I want you to please just have an open mind first. Please. I want you to hear what other women have been saying that other men have been saying all this time. You understand? See, let's leave politics aside for now. Let's leave, what do you want to call it? Let's leave patriarchy aside. Let's put all those things aside. See, there's some things is completely out of your control of you and I. I don't have control over those things and you don't have control over those things. Let's talk about the things that we actually have control over. Because when something is completely out of your control, sometimes it's better for you not to manifest too much into it. Because there's no way you'll be able to influence it to fulfill your real needs that you want or the outcome that you want from it rather. So please, just don't push back. I want you to come with an open mind. Let's see what she's going to say.
Fuck them, feed them, leave them alone. Guys aren't approaching us at the bars. Guys aren't hitting on me at the gym. Nah, 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 nah. Where are all the good guys? You scared them the fuck off. This Me Too movement, I'm sorry, the majority of it was bullshit. Yes, SA happens a lot. But you guys left out the part where it happens to men too. And him touching your thigh at the bar is not SA. Him hitting on you saying that you're hot and he wants to go on a date is not SA. It's not. A guy's simply trying to get your phone number. That's why they won't talk to you. They're so afraid of you calling them a pervert and a predator and all this other shit, which we've gone over before, but I've never actually came out and said Me Too movement was a bunch of bullshit for fear-mongering, to put it out there that girls shouldn't be attracted to guys at all. Like, you shouldn't go towards them. You should stay away from them. But then you come out with this new bullshit of man versus bear. You keep picking the bear. You'd rather have the guy with 12 fucking felony charges of, like, DV, abuse, stalking, and kidnapping, dating him in fucking prison, than the guy with a normal 9 to 5. You keep picking bear. You are not picking the good guys because you're fucking stupid.
Well, she said is I didn't say it. Okay, so TikTok, don't go and ban me again. Because every time I play a video like this, I get banned because for some reason. Because what is the point of having a social media platform whereby you can't actually say things? Don't be out of bound. But what she said is she's not wrong. I've said exactly the same thing. And people will always have a way to kind of twist my words against me, trying to make me look like I'm the evil one here. You told us that you don't like it when guys approach you because guys need to get the proper signal. It may look like you write it on your forehead that now approach me. Maybe we need to come up with that. It needs to be one you wear on your head. No approach. So for all those tech geniuses out there, please create an app. In fact, don't create an app. Create like a hat or cap. I say free to date. Taken. Available. Taken. Maybe that's what we need to put on our head now moving forward. Because maybe that will help. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Do we have some not so good predatory men in the world? Oh, absolutely. Some of your friends are like that, fellas. You know for a fact that's exactly who they are. Have you ever called them out on it? No, you haven't. You've never said anything. You've been quiet. You say boys just been boys. All right? Now, And I want to say this with all due respect. I live in one of the best countries in the world. When I say best countries in the world, wait. Don't jump me yet. Don't jump me yet. I know what the Aborigines are going through. I know what the immigrants are going through. I know what Indians are going through. I know what Africans are going through. And I know what other they call the wags, the Italians, I know what everybody's going through. I do. I've been here a little bit. I know what's going through. Wait, don't jump me yet. Wait. And when I say Australia is one of the most safe countries in the world, is that Australia is best because there's a lot of things that we still don't go through that is quite common in a place like America. And for that, I am grateful. I am actually grateful that we don't have to go through it. Number one, PPU is something I just don't like. And I've argued this with every little knowledge that I have in my head. What is the justification of having PPU hanging around you? Oh, it's my law, it's my pride, it's my this. Okay, I get it. There's been a lot of atrocity in that country that they should collect it. See, there is a love for crime in America. You understand? America is a place that it's the society there. The origin of the country was based on crime. Okay, crime is like, without the crime to them, there is no need for a resolution or solution of any kind. They have to be. You got to understand. This is my comprehension of what American culture has been so far. Is that it is a culture that loves everything that is negative. They live in negativity. Like, the concept of peace is extremely they're striving to have peace. You shouldn't be striving to have peace. Peace should come natural, because when you address things that need to be addressed, when you take away your mumbo jumbo policies and whatever, you actually address things the way it needs to be addressed. And just applying one tool that is extremely difficult in 2025 that I can't even begin to explain. It's called pure common sense. When you see this as a problem, you can't walk in a house whereby you broke a glass and you're walking on a glass. It's gonna cut you. And that's what it's been. The same thing goes with this B2 movement. The real reason why it started was beautiful. It started in South Korea. For most people who don't know where this B2 movement came from, I'm not gonna tell it to you, because you don't listen. Go and research it yourself, like they say. Go and find it. This B2 movement started in Korea. As usual, America likes to hijack what doesn't belong to them. They like to take things that is not theirs. Then the women to take it, they had it to the mumbo jumbo feminist bullshit. Oh, feminism, B2, we're not gonna have more babies. But you think you're doing us a favor? You're doing yourself a favor. Thank you for not bringing kids without a father in their life. Thank you. I've said this many times. This is not some. Go on. You can find. I've said this many times. No one should tell a woman what and how she needs to do her body, because no one has ever gone there to tell a man what and how he needs to do with his body. We shouldn't tell anyone. We shouldn't be controlling people how they need to use their body. Do whatever you want to do, because it's yourself. You choose to live your life the way you want to live it. Okay? If I was out there drinking liquor all day, night, my kidney, my livers are contaminated because of alcohol, whatever it is. Sooner or later, I'm going to have to reap the consequences of my actions, because I drank too much and I ruined my liver and I ruined my kidney. So it is my choice to keep drinking because I put myself in that situation. All right? Now, the same thing goes as a woman's body. Let her do whatever she wants to do with her body. You shouldn't tell anyone. But the only fundamental difference about our reasoning is that Me as a man, I'll be told that if I keep drinking, I'm going to unalive myself, number one, because I'll drink myself to the place that my intestine is so contaminated with the chemicals that I keep injecting into my body. No one is going to be able to do nothing. You can't expect a doctor to come and treat me after I've been drinking for the last 25 years and I'm basically contaminated my intestine. Quantum computing is not no, it kind of exists, but it's not something available to us at the moment. So you have to wait another 25 years. Maybe some quantum computing can help us figure out how to inject a couple of this and that to bring us back to life again. We don't have it yet. So I keep contaminating myself. Then I finally go to doctor. Doctor told me, oh, I've developed this body cancer, this cancer, and I'm going to unalive in the next 6 months. So when I then say, oh, it was that drink, it wasn't drinking, oh, somebody was doing it. And African people, we easily like to call some witch in our village. Oh, it was a witch. I knew his auntie didn't like him. Oh, hey. That's what we do. Start putting it. Oh, it was a great grandmother. She was a witch in our village. Oh, don't worry, we'll get to that one. It's not even today. No, he contaminated his body because he was drinking so much to the point his liver couldn't take it anymore. So the consequence of his action is that he enjoyed the liquor so much that he is willing to sacrifice his intestine for it. So when the time comes to cash out, and now you want to turn around and blame somebody else, it's the same way you shouldn't tell a woman how to use her body. Let her do whatever she wants to do with her body. All right? Now when it comes to dating, which means you're trying to include another man into your life. If my mic works. If you want to include another man into your life, now this is where it starts getting a little more tricky, because it's not about you no more. Okay? Towards the end of the show, I'll tell ladies one thing that I actually think wholeheartedly. This is not a thinking. This is observation from the things that I've been through in my own personal life and the things that I observe from other people's experiences too. I'll share the point. But this lady, you said you compare us with beer. You say the beer or the man. I want the beer. Beer is not gonna do this. Okay, get it. Do we have people who go around and grope women and essay women? Yes. In the spirit of just an animal instincts to them, they do all kind of horrible things. But how often do you think every man that wakes up in the morning and just go out there to do something? For me, that's another fear mongering that is not healthy. That's been projected constantly always to men, and you wonder why some men don't like women. Have you guys ever even think about some of the things that's been said towards men? It's ridiculous sometimes. It's absolutely ridiculous, and to some extent, it's justified because they prove their experiences of women who've been through all sort of things. But to label all of us, to make it look like all of us are going out there for the same thing, I'm like, are you freaking out of your mind? No, you're not, because you're emotionally raised to believe that is the norm. No, it is not the norm. Moving on. Like I said again, if you enjoy the show, you know what to do. As you're watching on TikTok, whatever, tap. I know I don't ask you guys for much. Just tap and watch it on YouTube. Sit on the couch, talk with your missus, your girlfriend, your side chicks. Get everybody to sit down and banter on what I'm talking about. If it resonates with you, give me a follow, give me a subscribe as usual. We have 1 or 2 more videos again before I actually speak my mind, because you would think we give me audacity to, or I give myself the audacity to speak my mind. Now, this is the one that I was talking about a couple of weeks ago. I thought I didn't have this video, but the sisterhood, ladies, the sisterhood has been lying to you. Like I said yesterday on my live stream or 2 days ago, if you're a woman in 2025, if you come out and you tell me that you're single, I'm blaming you. Yes, cut it, clip it, send it, let it go viral. If you're a woman in 2025 and you say you're single, you can't find a good man, I blame you. It's your fault. You can get mad, you can be all emotionally raged. I don't give a shit. It's you. I blame you, and I'll tell you why. But I want this lady to say the things that we've been saying quietly, loudly. Now men There's part of the icks that I saw from this 1,000 something list of the icks that women have about men. Good Lord have mercy. Let's move on.
Did you guys know that every time women, we try to be girls and we champion a woman for leaving her marriage unprovoked, or we celebrate a relationship ending, or we champion and cheer on a woman who plays a man publicly on the internet, do you know what that does to your sister? We say we're girls, but we're really selfish, because anytime we champion rebellion against our men, it backfires on us. Men also watch the same videos that we put out, and they look at the comments of us going, yes, sis, you did that, eat that up, da 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 da, yeah, you should have left that marriage, happiness over everything. Y'all know that hurts your sister, right? Now, don't get me wrong, there are some women who do leave marriages for really specific reasons, but in totality, from what I've been seeing on the internet, a lot of it is just based off of happiness and being quote unquote miserable. There's a saying going around with men saying men will sacrifice their happiness for a marriage when women will sacrifice their marriage for their happiness. And this narrative is spreading like wildfire to the point where men are being very anti-dating. I don't want to say this to discourage anyone, but I need my sisters to understand that the more we broadcast our downfall relationships, the more you share a one-sided story about how your relationship was so trash, or how your marriage was so trash, or whatever the case may be, although you feel like you're venting and you're helping, you're not. You're actually harming the dating pool that's out there. You're actually harming your future prospects. It doesn't hit the way we think it hits. We trauma bond together. We hate the opposite side even more. It doesn't eat the way we think it eats.
Thank you, my dear. Please, if you know who this lady is, like I said before, please go and subscribe to her platform. Give her a follow. Comment in our videos. It helps. It helps the algorithm, or whatever it's called. I said the same thing. I got called all kind of names. All right? Quickly. It was the same African women that came against me. Always have a problem with me when I say things. Like I've told you guys very well. I said before I start coming on live stream here, you guys don't know the life I used to live before. Don't worry, you can Google me. You won't find a lot of things because conversation for another day. Moving on. I've said the same thing this woman has said so many times that it's become very laughable. You see, men and women, we communicate, but we comprehend differently. Let me say that again. You can clip that and cut it. Men and women, we communicate, but we comprehend things differently. In fact, we look at things differently, and that is by design, because that is how we can complement each other. You look at it from this side, I look at it from that side. The only thing we got to do is that we have to come in line and say, okay, show me your point of view. And while you're looking at it from this side, then I'll show you my point of view while I'm looking at it from that side. So that way you have a better understanding where both parties are coming from. The one that really irritates me, number one, because I'm going to play the video for me to hear context so I can react to it properly. The first one that she talked about, let's have it again.
Did you guys know that every time women, we try to be girls and we champion a woman for leaving her marriage unprovoked, or we celebrate a relationship ending, or we champion and cheer on a woman who plays a man publicly on the internet, do you know what that does to your sister? We say we're girls, but we're really selfish, because anytime we champion rebellion against our men, it backfires on us.
That is fact. So you can go around. Like I said, there was a woman, I'll keep talking about this. I don't just want to bring her video because I'll just give her more publicity that it's not necessary. She literally went on live stream and tell women that are in a marriage that you should break up your marriage because you're not happy. You should break up your marriage because you're not happy. And guess what? Some women actually did it. Some women went all the way and broke up their marriage because they're not happy. Really? Like, really? This is the same context. A lot of women will break up their marriage because they're not happy. Because the sisterhood, like as one of my favorite quotes, I said the sisterhood will keep you single more than a single man or a married man. The sisterhood is your number one enemy, not a man. A man is like, the sisterhood has more influence in who comes or go in your life more than your own parents. The sisterhood will shame you to pick the man that is not good for you. Then you blame your parents and your friends. Or no, you blame the parents and the man for the man that you chose. The sisterhood will tell you the man is who is more compatible to you based on their own personal life experiences that has nothing to do with you. Then you turn around. Then you blame the man that you chose. You chose the guy by the influence of the sisterhood. Then you advise other women to leave their marriage because they're not happy. Really? All of these things I see on the internet. I am not the smartest cat in the room, but I have something that's called common sense, and I like to put things together. I've said this fundamentally as a man. We have to learn how to pick the right women. We don't know how to pick ourselves. Boom. It's just that simple. It's just like me trying to build a house on an ocean. Instead of me to go look for ready-made concrete and dig it on the floor, which gives me at least a better chance in case if there's a wave. But I want to pour a sand on it, then I'm expecting it to hold still while I pour concrete on it inside the sand and the water. It's the same foundation. The foundation of our relationship choices are completely atrocious. Then we'll turn around. Oh, he did this to me. Oh, he did that to me. Oh, I'm not happy. I was watching another one this morning that I don't want to put too much videos because I want my content to be more of the things that I say, not about just reacting to other people's video. She was literally crying that, oh, my husband has not been this big, but he's never touched me. He's never beaten me. He's never cheated on me. He's never doing this and that. And she said, no, I finally think I want to go get a divorce. Really? What that is telling me or another man or later your daughter or your sons that so you can literally get sad one day and leave your marriage because you're not happy. So what is the reason why we're together in the first place? Like I've said this many times. If you ever live in this life, if you think life was designed for you to be happy, you were so delusional. In fact, if they take you to the space in Jupiter and come back, you will still be delusional. Life was never designed for it to be easy. Look at the animal kingdom. They're the closest thing that I could say there's been on the planet of this earth that could hurt. Could walk around, breathe, eat, shit. Look at their life. See how easy their life is. Look at their life. See how easy their life is. It will make you understand exactly why the life was not designed for it to be easy. Your life is designed based on difficulties because the world has never known peace for thousands of years. You and I, we didn't grow up in a world that filled with peace. We live in a world that was in pieces and we're trying to put it together every day. And you're expecting your marriage to have some level of peace? Better suck up that discomfort and learn how to navigate into it. Because what you feel in the next 2-3 months is not what you're going to feel in the next 6 months or in the next 1 or 2 years. This is why we build a lot of soft tissue people in our society. Because mentally, a lot of people, they're soft tissue. They're emotionally fragile. Every little tiny little discomfort, the very first thing they'll think about is that, how do I get the fuck out of this thing? Rather than navigate around it. I don't want to dive into where I want to go yet. I'll wait till I finish these videos. Then I'll really go on raw. Yeah. We're going to do it raw. Yeah. In fact, I don't want to waste too much of my time. Let's go back. This is what I've been talking about. The sisterhood will keep you single more than a single man or married man. So ladies, Do you want to know the real reason why you're single? In 2025, when you don't have a man, I blame you. If you come around and tell me, oh, what I see on TikTok, what I see on YouTube, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You're the reason why you're single. Because you know what? For the first time the world has ever known, you can literally talk to any man on the planet of this earth. Let me say it again one more time. You can literally talk to every man on the planet of this earth just on your phone. You have access to almost 4 billion men from your phone, at least if they're not in jail or if they don't play for the other field, like Red Fox would say. If you complain and whinge again that you can't find a man, go and look at the mirror. It's your fault. You see, sometimes when you have too much options, it means no options. Because there's a lot of questions you begin to ask yourself. That, am I choosing the right one? So you gotta ask yourself as a woman, what are your vetting skills? What are your vetting tools? We'll vet for you. We will give you that uncut, on like the real honest assessment of the choices you're about to make. Who can you trust with those information? Sometimes you even have it. Do you even have that information in your disposal or at your disposal, like they say? So if you're a woman, if you complain you can't find a man in 2025, go and slap yourself in the face. Yeah, slap yourself in the face. You have access to 4 billion men on your phone. You can communicate with any man. Do you have the resources? Now, after you identify a man, ask yourself, wait, calm down, I get emotional. Ask yourself, why does this guy will want you? Oh, why do you ask me about what I bring to the table? How can you talk about it? I hate guy when guys talk about good bring to the table. I can't be a guy who's going to do 50-50. I can't do 50-50. I didn't do a guy who does 50-50. Any man is just brokey. I don't want a brokey. Good Lord, have mercy. I want a guy who's gonna do 50-50. If a guy cannot take care of my bills, if he cannot pay my debts, if he cannot go on a trip and holiday, I don't want to do that. These are the things that we hear constantly every day. It's like a chihuahua just in your ears. I know this is gonna cut. This is the only thing that's gonna cut from my live stream tonight. I promise you. And I'll come back to give you feedback. Because if you're a woman in 2025 and you say you don't have a man, I blame you. You have access to every man, basically, throughout the world that have access to internet. You can pick and choose whatever man you want. And you say you're single, you're choosing to be single. And it's good. Like I said, you should be allowed to do whatever you want to do. But one thing that we need to kind of, like I've said many times, we need to bring shame back into our society. Shame is the best currency that could ever keep us in check. Naturally, we are wild as human beings. We are wild. We are so wild, it's laughable how wild we are. Because we prefer you to lie to me. I prefer you to lie to me. This is a society that I've observed. And I prefer you to lie to me because you don't want to hurt my feelings. Because if I say things I'm supposed to say, I'm going to hurt your feelings. And when I hurt your feelings, I'm a bad person because I'm telling you the truth. So I prefer you to lie to me because that way I can assess whenever I'm ready to get the truth. Because as long as the truth is coming from you, the truth is not, I'm not ready to entertain that truth. Because I know deep down in my core, in my living soul, you are not lying. I just don't want to accept the truth. So ladies, this is not an attack to you. This is just the truth. If you're single in 2025, it's your fault. Don't blame any man. It's your fault. Because they've programmed all your life. Your life, and to some extent, I won't say I won't blame you, but I'll hold you accountable. Your life has been papered and conjured to make you feel like your life's supposed to come with some easy ride. You have to enjoy your life. I can't go through any kind of stress. Any guy that's just gonna stress me, I just can't deal with it at all. A guy should be able to come and provide and protect and provide for me and yada 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 yada. That's all we hear. I just put a drink on my table. It's all right. I can manage. It's not my first time. Put my coffee away. That's usual. Hey, don't worry. There's no witch that is following me. I spent my coffee on my table here thousands of times. And my equipment too. And they're still working. So moving forward. Like I said again, I'm not stalling. This is not about a conversation so I can go viral. Say, girl, Lex said this on the screen. I know you're just saying what every other guy say. If you're whinging and complaining you don't have a man in 2025, because the thing is that you can like it or leave it. The fact is that we are not dating each other anymore. We've reduced our values to what we can only get from ourselves. We don't really love anymore. There's no love in our relationship standard anymore. It's based on needs being met or not. It's based on what I can get, not what I can give. As long as I can get what I want, why should I give you anything? You don't deserve. That's it. As long as I get what I want. So, if you don't give me what I want, I'm not going to get you what you need. So, I'm just saying that. It's not an attack. It's just an observation. In 2025, if you come out and complain as a woman that you don't have a man, you're not in a relationship, it's your fault. It's not any man's fault. You have access to 4 billion men from your phone, at least that has internet. So you can go to any man, you can have any man that you want. But the question that a lot of you refuse to ask yourself is that, how come this man don't want me back? Because many of you don't know how to self-reflect. Because you've been programmed that if you compromise, if you put your standards down, that is against everything that makes you a woman. Because you shouldn't put your standards down. Your standard needs to be up. Okay? I wish you all the best. I'm not here to emotionally manipulate you. I'm here to emotionally awake you from the slumber that you've been all these years. Because I was seeing all these kind of videos on TikTok. I can't get like I know it's not all women. Really? And yet, there's so many of you were complaining about the same thing over and over and over again. It's not all women? Really? In 2025, if I hear one pimp again from another woman complaining that she can't find a man, really? You have access to over 4 billion men from your phone. So the topic we're talking about today started with emotion manipulators. I played a lot of videos, you missed it out. If you really want to enjoy the video, go and watch it on YouTube while you're on your phone and scroll back while you listen to me. You'll be able to understand exactly how this conversation started in the first place. Like I told you guys, listen, especially my TikTok followers, I know many of you use something you don't like to do because I don't have 200 million followers yet. That is the only time people tend to want to follow people. Oh, I used to know him. I used to go to his show. Don't worry, I'm coming. I have more time now. So the topic is we're talking about emotional manipulators. So like I said, if you truly no, I'm not talking about you. Jesus, no. I'm just explaining. No, yeah, I have a lot of people talking on the YouTube channel too. Like I said, go and start if you want to enjoy the show again, or if you missed out a little bit of it, because I've been doing about an hour and a half now. Go and watch it on YouTube. Stay on your TikTok phone and tap comment. You can tap and comment on the YouTube page, and you can respond. Now, one last 2 things that I'm going to show. We've talked about 4 videos already. Now, this last one is going to be more situated to Africa, but I want to share a little 2 cents before we go there. But if you're enjoying it, this is not just an African conversation. I want it to be a world conversation. Because one thing we tend to do is that once something is going wrong in Melbourne, Sydney doesn't give a shit. Then when something is going on in Sydney, Melbourne doesn't give a shit. But we literally live just a couple of hundreds of kilometers away from ourselves. So sooner or later, what happens in Sydney or in Melbourne is going to affect each other, even though it happens in 2 different places. So this is what we're trying to do, because we think it's not my business. Why should I care? It's not my own. But there's a good revolution that's going on now in Africa now that I'm really proud of. And like I said to people before, I said, the problem with Africa has never been about, it's the method of our governance that is the problem. For those who know me very well, I'm an African man. I am a proud Nigerian man. If that makes you icks because you fucked or you're in a relationship with a Nigerian that broke your heart, I don't give a shit. I didn't hurt you. Or if your one Nigerian man was your baby daddy that took you for a ride or scam you, it's not me. I shouldn't bear the consequences. Because that is the projection. Once they're talking about African, I'm Nigerian, I can never deal with Nigerians. Yeah, get mad all you want. I don't give a shit. Moving on. We have some new African leaders now. They're doing a lot of things. But I want to play a video. I'm going to start with this president. And it amazed me that finally, this is what I talked about for last day in terms of when we start understanding how we need to start governing ourselves. It's never been that we don't really have leaders. It's the method of governance. When I mean method of governance, I'm talking about the way that we tend to govern ourselves. The method that we're using as like a framework. Okay? What works for BMW doesn't work for Porsche. All right? They might have the same fundamentals, but it's different. You understand? It's completely different. So now let's go back to that one, because I like to, my show it's about giving you all the things I observe throughout the week. Then I'll download for you on the weekend, because that way it gives me enough time to process my thought, come to a place of understanding. But I want to give you this one. This is the next conversation we're going to have today. And I want to start with this president. And I want to play what he said so we can take it from there. Don't want to waste too much of your time. Let's get it.
Looks like when the let me show you what it really looks like when the president of your country is the one leading the revolution.
And of course, the last thing I want to say before I inflict my speech on you is the issue of leveraging our comparative advantages. The time has come for Africa to unashamedly take advantage of the natural resource endowment that God has given us. In the colonial era, we had colonial masters, we had no say, and so they mined the gold, they took it away, they developed the palm plantations, took the palm oil away, they took the diamonds away, took everything away. And when we gained independence, Nkrumah warned us and said colonialism might have been defeated, but we're entering the era of neo-colonialism. They don't need to bring a governor to sit here, but they still would, from wherever the colonial headquarters is at, control your resources and be able to still derive the benefits as if they had colonized you. And that exactly is happening. Post-colonialism, we didn't have technology, we didn't have capital, we didn't have the human resource. And so foreign companies come and take huge concessions and they sign it off for a pittance. And they run those, concessions to the benefit of the colonial metropolis. Today, I think that in Africa, we've developed a core of human resource that is capable of also taking advantage of some of these resources. We've developed the technology, we have the technology to be able to do whatever any of these big conglomerates are doing. And the capital is available in the world to mobilize, to be able to do the same things. And that is why recently we had a little issue which we have resolved with one of our mining companies whose lease had expired after 30 years. And it was our desire to take it over and use Ghanaian expertise to be able to also exploit that resource and let the benefits remain in our country.
So, I talked about this, I think it was last year. And part of the things that I said, a revolution is coming in Africa that we have to embrace. How we're gonna do it, we don't know yet. But we need to set the precedent. And I said for Africa to be good, it's not gonna be in my lifetime. But if we can begin the foundation, the next generation will be able to come in. Roz, when do you want to do guests? Well, I'm happy to take a guest on if I find the right person. Whoever's gonna come on my live stream is gonna sign a couple of documents, because I'm not gonna expose myself again like I did last time. If you happy want to be part of the show, you're welcome. We meet up, we have some conversation, you sign some document, then you can come sit on the live stream with me. No problem. I'm welcome to people to come in. But to continue what I'm saying, I said this last year that a lot of people will be happy to understand that there's going to be a revolution coming up in Africa, and when that revolution starts, we need to be ready for everything that comes with it, because we need to be open to different ideas, different perspective. See, there's nothing you do in this life if you don't have the right framework or look from people who've done it very well. I know there's a lot of things that we can't talk about, because when you talk about it, you get flagged, you get banned, you get put aside, you get castrated by society. When I mean society, I mean you and me. You are the people that castrate me. You're the people that is going to condemn me. It's you. It's nobody else. It's not some alien. There's no third party organism that live on this planet but men and women and the living creatures, everything else that's there. At least we can't see with our two naked eyes. So moving forward. I said this last year. I said there's going to be a revolution coming in. If you think I'm lying, go and check my catalog. It's there. A lot on YouTube, yeah. TikTok, Twitch, Kick, Patreon, Spotify. Yes, I'm there on Spotify. Go and check it. You will find me there. Moving forward. I said there's going to be a revolution. And this revolution, we must be prepared to entertain it. Now, I'm glad that we have a current Ghana president is talking about this, because I think they just took some minings from some mining companies when the leases expired. So which means that Burkina Faso, shout out to President Traore, keep leading the charge. Thank you. Whatever I get a chance, I'll support him. I'll praise him. So this is not to try to say that the white people are these. I don't need to talk all colonialism, whatever it is. I made my point on the live stream. I told you, say, listen, Africans, they could not hear me. Listen. Look at China. Go back about 50 years or so ago. Look at what China's used to be. Okay? There used to be a time, China is called the knockoff country, because if you want a second-hand product, the place you go to is China. But you know what China did? China didn't use that money to go and buy some lavish whatever it is to try to compete. What China did, African leaders, invest in your citizen. Invest in technology. Go and invest in AI. Find the brightest future or people with the brightest ideas, brightest concept in your country. Invest into them to go and learn more. Because that's what China did. China invested in a citizen for them to build things within. And they make business with other places. They go invest in other countries. Do you know that the same America and China, they don't say hi to eye? Do you know America hold China about $800 billion worth of bond? If every country on the planet of this earth start acting that we want to sell our bonds, we want our money back, do you know America as a country is going to go bankruptcy? That same Africa that they call shithole every day is more richer than America. Do you know that? Let me say it again for you Africans, wherever you are watching this. There is no country, let me say it again, including Russia, there is no country on the planet of this earth that has more money and more resources than Africa. Let me give you again, you don't know this. Congo, DRC, Congo Brazzaville, these two countries alone is richer than every country on this earth put together. That is just two countries. There is no African, there is no any other place on the planet of this earth that is richer than Africa. Not one. And I'm saying this loudly and boldly and confidently as I can. There is no country on this planet of this earth that is richer than Africa put together. None. Congo, that you call a shithole, is richer than your American citizens or your American country, whatever you want to call it. In fact, slam the whole America combined together, including Canada, put all of them together. They are not as rich as Congo and Congo Brazzaville. So when we take a lot of insult most of the time, that's why I say just what the fuck? Congo DR, Congo Republic of Congo, because they're two Congos. They used to be brothers and sisters before, but we know the story. If you don't know it, go and watch some YouTube history to understand exactly what happened. You'll have a better understanding. But just to let you know, there is no country, America, Canada, Germany, all of this country put together, none of them is as rich as Congo put together. None. This Western society is based on credit crunch. It's credit. Most of the currency is based on generation. We're talking about 400-500 years of slavery, working their ass off. You know the funniest thing? My uncle, my dad, my great-grandfather, my great-great-great-grandfather were probably enslaved somewhere in the world for sure. Some of them that I never even know. Some of them that I'll probably never meet. Because that was about 500 years ago. But what I'm trying to say is that don't be deflated as an African, because this revolution is just beginning. So leaders, the only thing I'm going to tell us right now is that let's do what China did. China invested in the citizen. Promote within, build within, gradually. Quiet, start growing. They find business opportunities to invest in another part of the world. They invest into it, they buy into it. They create a policy to be for the citizen first. The same way Donald Trump is doing for so-called America now. America first, right? Now, moving forward, it should be Africa first. Africa first. Every other thing is secondary. If you don't come to sign a deal or buy a product or respect us, give us this visa that we're supposed to, because you've been taking a lot of these resources for free all these years. If there's no equivalent of respect that comes to us, we won't do business with you. It's okay. You can take your business somewhere else. Let me say again one more time. Africans, I want you to walk around with some level of pride that you've never had in your life before. Put your chest up so high. I don't care whatever country you live in. There is hardly any country. I'll say it again. There is no country on this planet of this earth that is richer than Africa. None. Botswana alone has more diamond than any other country on the planet of this earth. It's not even close. Some of the big high technologies that you use in this world, what do you think are the mineral resources that power this machine? If you don't know, go and educate yourself. So, I am happy that we started to learn. We're waking up. This is a good news, and I hope we continue it. So ladies, please, let's do what China did. Let's invest within. We don't need to get into the mumbo jumbo wars fighting. We don't need none of that. Nope. Let's invest within. We don't need to fight nobody. We need to remove the borders in Africa, because that is some idiotic bullshit. Because we know there's a lot of technicalities and legalities right now that's not going to make that happen, but it should be in the making. We finally woke up. Finally, we see the light. Okay? I think there was a couple of days ago, I heard the president of Zambia, I need to be sure though. I think it was the president of Zambia said that he wants the European countries that have an embassy there to refund the money back to the citizen. So I go and apply for a visa. He didn't give me the visa, but he didn't give me the money back. right? You should only keep the money once you issue me the visa, isn't it? But no, we don't have that at all. We're done. Let me play you one more video, because this video will highlight you the two people they're doing the movement. And I'm grateful that we finally have some presidents who have a good backbone. All right, they're not scam, not blame, nothing. Because if they were doing this, everybody would have been saying exactly the same thing. Let me show you.
Traore is doing them. Traore wakes up, dreams them up. Following morning, he makes a pronouncement. It is law. It is policy. Action follows. And I wake up and I say stuff. They look at me and say, "What is this? What is this man talking about? We need to take it through this stage and that stage and put it to tender, float the tender. It takes 2 years. Then we evaluate. Then there are complaints. And there's an interdict. We wait another 4 years. By that time, you have to go and account to the people, and they remove you." Those who came before me did not fail because they didn't have ideas. They did. Maybe even better ideas. They just didn't implement them. Why? Because perhaps they failed to appreciate that the structures that are in place are not properly suited to the attainment of quick action. So you need to subvert some of these rules and processes unapologetically. And I will do it.
I love this man already. I swear to God. I love him. I love the revolution we have in Africa now, because we finally get the light. Okay? We finally get the light. We finally get it. We scream, we yell, we've sacrificed a lot of things. We've sacrificed a lot of things, and we finally get it now. So I'm grateful that we have presidents now, that the next generation, not like President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, one of the most crooked of all crookeds. Don't even get me going about that idiot. Yes, I call Nigerian president idiot. If you're Nigerian, if you want to get mad, you can kiss my ass. We're waiting for you. The so-called giant of Africa, we're waiting for you. Because you're sleeping like a mother sucker right now. You're snoring even. You're snoring so hard. Because your freaking hands ain't clean. You're the definition of mugu. If Nigeria wakes up, Africa wakes up. Nigeria is what everyone is waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, for you if you don't know, Nigeria has the largest population in the entire continent. And I'm a citizen of such a country. Projected we have over basically 240 million people or so. We have the largest population in Africa, and they're just waiting for us. So President Tinubu, or the senators, some of you have been there for 20, 30 years. Some of you have been there for 40. Some of you have been there before I was even born. Some of you there before my parents are even alive. You see, have all kind of affiliation with the government. So we're waiting for you. You are the next on the list. We need you to wake the you-know-what. That was the new president of, I think it's Botswana. And I had to go listen to this man. I see the way he talks. Oh, they don't know anything about me. Okay? Politicians, I told you. If you're a woman, the person that lies more than a man is a politician. Because they're politician men and politician women. Don't get it twisted. And I was watching again, I think a couple of weeks ago, I saw this South African brother. I can't remember his name. Something Lamb or something. Man, that guy should be your next president. It's not... and that other one... what's that South African... please, chat. Can you tell me, what's that South African name of that... this guy name is Jacob something. There was this younger guy. He was doing some committee meeting for for the person who managed the South African sports football organization or something like that. I need to remember his name. Is it Malema? There's Malema. There's another other young guy is in the House of Representation or some representative or something. That guy should be the next president of South Africa. This is what I've observed. Africa, the problem Africa has, as always, and will fundamentally be, is the way we govern. The method of governance in Africa needs to completely change based on what suits the African people first. African people first. Everything else is secondary. If it does not suit an African citizen for the benefit of Africans first, because that's why all these other countries are now going around taking all their natural resources back because they're tired of being taken for a ride. They're basically diddling all these African countries and taking all the resources for nothing. You see what France is going through right now? You don't know? France is begging Burkina Faso now that, hey, listen, maybe my God, even Germany is begging. Say, hey, listen, all of these so-called countries, they don't have shit, nothing. So next time, as some of those racial bait people, you know yourself. You see Africans people say, look at these dirty people, manky people. No. It was your ancestors. It was your grandpas, your great grandma. I get it. You didn't do it, but they did it. They created a method, a formula to make this way. This is why I don't need to ask you for you to respect me. I don't give a shit. All right? If you don't respect me, I won't respect you. It's just that simple. You don't feed me and you don't clothe me. Capiche? You don't feed me and you don't clothe me. So my TikTok live stream has ended, but it's all right. This is why I say you need to watch me on YouTube. I think I've been banned again. Yeah, I think I've been banned again on TikTok. It's okay. I don't give a shit. I don't only have one TikTok page. This is why I said you need to watch me on YouTube. This is the only way you can get the real content from me. It's okay. Yeah, I'm definitely sure somebody got me banned. Let me check. Let me see what happened. Yeah, my account has been suspended. Didn't I tell you guys? They said on TikTok said I had hate speech and hateful behaviors. Ladies and gentlemen, you think I'm lying? I'll show you in a second. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I was telling you about. This is why a lot of people live in a lot of lies. And this is why I said, please, if you follow me, if you're watching me, please go and subscribe on my TikTok, my YouTube page. And follow me on YouTube because very soon I'm not going to be on TikTok no more. I am tired of the shenanigans and all this bullshit. But I'll show you in a second. You know, when I tell people things sometimes, it looks like maybe just one of those content creators that's looking for some sympathy. All right. Let me show you exactly what just happened. Everybody can hear me talking about what I was talking about. There was no hate. There was nothing. It's just pure information. I know. I want to put it out there so for everybody to see. This is what I just received now from TikTok. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching me, especially in YouTube, can you tell me what is one hate thing that I've said so far? I told you guys before I started this live stream, I said this is what things is going to happen. You see what they wrote? They said hate speech. So I don't know if somebody went to report me or I don't know how these things work. So I told you, please go and follow me on YouTube because very soon I'm not going to be here anymore. this platform, it's only for those who they want to be there. If you say some things, this is what's going to happen. I just want it to be a clear indicator. I'm not mad at all because I don't own TikTok. I just do there just to do content, just to allow people, this is what I got. This is why the world is so messed up the way it is. This is why the world is the shit it is right now. This is exactly the reason why. And this is me not even talking about what is going on in Israel and Iran. That they're about to turn this whole world to something else. This is exactly what I've been talking about. Because all this platform there's some conversation that you cannot have because it's going to trigger a lot of things. It's going to make people feel uncomfortable. If you're watching my live stream, did I say anything that was racial? Did I say anything about hate speech or hateful behavior? Did I? So I got banned again for another 1 week. This is why many of you haven't been seeing me on live stream for a little bit, because majority of the people follow me. I've told you many times, guys, please subscribe on my YouTube channel so that I can actually come here and just leave TikTok alone. I actually wanted to do that a long time ago. So please, if you're watching that on TikTok, Twitch, Kick, and all these other platforms, please, I want you to kindly go and subscribe. You understand? Please go and subscribe so you can see all this information. Follow me, Twitch, Kick, Patreon. There is what's the other one again? Spotify. I'm on Spotify too. All right, you can enjoy this when you're driving to work, when you're nighttime, you just need something just to chill. It's something to just wake your spirit up a little bit. I'm the guy you need to listen to because I will give you that uncut honesty. It's called Welcome to the House of Righteousness. When lies begins to irritate you and truth is the only thing you like to listen to. That's a good enough slogan. I'll find a good slogan to put in, but hey, it is what it is. But I'm just like to show you that's what it is. And I told you guys I'm going to get banned. You thought I was joking? I'm not lying. Because I've tried it many times. It's beginning to make a lot more sense to me now. So I don't get mad. See me not screaming, yay, TikTok this, yay, TikTok is that. It's just to show you there's some things that we cannot talk about. This is why I don't talk about Israel issue. I don't talk about the Palestinian issue. I'm going to get banned. I know it. I know. And it hurts me because I want to say something so bad. But when I say it, I won't have the platform to say it. So this is on YouTube and Twitch and Kick at the moment, which I'm going to introduce Facebook and every other places too. But you got to ask yourself, what's really going on in this world? Look behind the curtain. Look behind everything. What is really going on in the world today? What? Start asking some serious questions before you start getting very. I said it on my live stream the other day. What is the value of life? How much is a life worth in 2025? How much does a life worth? A life doesn't worth shit no more. Apparently, they gave Israel over $30 billion for them to help the country, but they spend the $30 billion on weapon of mass destruction. And people are getting unalive every day. And if you dare talk about it, especially those politician pundits or analysts that they call themselves, they get all kind of names. People start messaging them, sending them threats, all kind of things. They talk about it. Yeah, they did this. So how much is a life worth to you? You pro or you anti? Which one? You think that little kid deserves to lose his life or her life? I think that woman, because she's a Muslim or because of whatever she believes in, do you think she deserves to lose her life to prove your point? Imagine we live in a world whereby there's an alien, there's actually a third-party creature that live with us. Imagine the couple of, do you think we even be together? We two living creatures, we're men and women, because we have all kind of different shade in us. We can hardly coexist together. You think we're able to allow some aliens to come here? You wonder why we never saw one. Maybe because we've tried this before in the past and they've seen what happens. They're like, hell no, we're not coming back to this planet no more. These people were crazy like a motherfucker. The life of a child, of a man, of a woman isn't worth shit no more because nobody gives a shit. Your politician will lie to you. I've told you. Fellas, if all your life you believe everything but you hear about from a politician, you are so emotionally manipulated. It's beyond comprehension. Your life, everything you've done in your life is based on a lie. Let me speak freely now. It's now YouTube. Your life, everything you've done in your life is based on a lie. You've been lied to all your life. The real reason why things happen, you and I will never be alive to know it. We will not. We will never have access to those information. We will not. Because the people who really control this information, they didn't design it for you and I to they didn't design it for you and I to listen to know. Okay? It was designed for you and I to stay anonymous about it. So all I'm just gonna say is that I hope this was a good indicator of what I've been talking about. Well, if you enjoyed this live stream tonight, do me a solid. That's what I'm going to ask you to do. My name is Lex. I'm the Minister of Common Sense. I'm not asking you too much. Please go and do me a favor. You see all this information is coming down there. I have a lot of videos on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, all of these places. Please go and follow me. Cut what you need to cut. Post it. Share it with your friends and family. Like I always say, thinking is not illegal. It is not illegal for you to think. But you can pay me so I said, thinking is not illegal. But you can pay me so I can think for you. Please, let's be good to ourselves. This world doesn't have a third party creature that we have to point our fingers and blame things on. Alright, ladies, it's coming from a place of love. And men, a lot of us, we ain't shit too. We need to get our shit together. Alright? We need to get our shit together. There's a lot of things we need to improve as men. A lot. But hey, I'm not here to tell you how you need to live your life, what you need to do. You can do whatever you want to do. But that's all I have for you today. I'll be back again tomorrow. I have a second account. I have a second TikTok page. Those who know me know. Go and find it. You know how to find it. You guys know when to find something. When you want to find it, you get it. I have a second TikTok account. Go and find a second TikTok account. I'll be back on that one tomorrow. Then I'll speak the gospel again. They'll get me banned again. Then I'll see you again on Sunday. It's all right. It's like every week they'll ban me, but I'll be come back again. I ain't going nowhere. Like I always say, thinking is not illegal, but you can pay me so I can think for you. Do you have a life? Because I have one.